My beloved child, stop here. You did not find this message by mistake. Heaven aligned your steps to this moment, because something unusual has just happened in the unseen realm. A sound echoed in the courts of heaven, a divine transaction has been completed in your name. Listen carefully, my child. A spiritual check has been written and signed by the hand of the Almighty. Your name is on it. Your destiny account has just been credited. And now, even the natural world, the physical, is about to react to what heaven has already released. That is why things have started shifting around you. That is why the atmosphere feels different. The angels are moving. Archangel Michael has already been dispatched, guarding what belongs to you, ensuring that nothing and no one can intercept what has been released. Heaven has deposited something extraordinary in your life: favor, breakthrough, recognition, wealth, peace, and restoration. And now, my child, the system of the earth is trying to understand it. That's why the executive is investigating, because what entered your life is not ordinary. You have been in a long waiting season. Prayers unanswered. Doors closed. People misunderstanding your silence. But I, your God, was not punishing you, I was positioning you. Every delay was divine. Every rejection was redirection. Every "not yet" was preparing you for this now. Heaven leaned forward today. The angels gathered, holding scrolls with your name written on them. The books of remembrance have been opened. And in the presence of the Holy Council, a command was issued: release the deposit for my child. The spiritual check is enormous, not of money alone, but of abundance in every form. Healing. Restoration. Joy that overflows. Divine connections that were hidden in plain sight. Opportunities that will make people say, "How did this happen so fast?" My child, the earthly realm cannot explain it. That is why it looks like your life is being investigated. But fear not, no accusation can stand against what heaven has approved. The divine audit has already been done. Every sin, every shame, every debt, paid in full. Stamped in red, redeemed. The angels have been recalculating the time you lost. Every year the locusts devoured, I am multiplying back. What was delayed is not denied. What was stolen is being restored sevenfold. The ledger of your life is now balanced in your favor. My beloved child. The check was not written today. It was written long ago, in tears, in promises, in prayers whispered in the dark. But only now has the time come for it to clear. The spiritual bank of heaven never forgets. Every seed you sowed, every act of kindness, every moment you trusted me in silence, all of it was recorded as heavenly currency. Now the interest has matured. Now the transfer is complete. The world may call it luck. They may say, "How did they rise so quickly?" But you will know, it was not man, it was not chance, it was not coincidence. It was divine timing. I see you, my child, tired, but still standing. Wounded, but still believing. You held on when others let go. You prayed when it hurt. You loved even when you were not loved back. And because of that, heaven has taken notice. I sent Archangel Michael to fight for what you could not see. He confronted forces that tried to freeze your blessing. He overthrew voices that tried to cancel your name. He silenced the accusations in the spiritual court. And when the final verdict was spoken, the words were, approved. Released. It belongs to my child. Now watch, within days, signs will follow. Unexpected news. Strange favor. People who ignored you will remember you. Systems will shift in your direction. The investigation that began in confusion will end in confirmation. Even the bank executive, symbolic of worldly systems, will have to admit, this deposit came from a higher authority. Heaven is watching your reaction now. Will you fear? Or will you believe? Because faith is the signature that authorizes your check to be cleared. Do not doubt it, my beloved. Hold your peace. Because what is yours is already written in eternal ink. The check is not just an amount, it is an announcement. A declaration from heaven that says, my child is entering a new season. Your tears were not wasted. Your silence was not ignored. Every moment you were overlooked, I was gathering evidence for your vindication. Now the balance is overflowing. The limits are broken. And your name is being mentioned in places where your feet have not yet walked. You will begin to see acceleration. Blessings chasing you down. Doors opening without effort. Calls coming unexpectedly. Hearts turning in your favor. This is not magic, it's divine mathematics. When heaven multiplies, no force on earth can subtract. So when you hear whispers, when people question your sudden rise, remember this, they are seeing the manifestation of what I deposited long ago. They are witnessing my faithfulness unfold. Do not explain it. Just glorify me. Because the check was signed not with ink, but with love. Not by man, but by God Himself. And once my signature is upon something, it can never be reversed. My beloved child. You are not under investigation because of suspicion. You are under observation because of significance. Heaven has made you a headline in the spiritual news. Angels are celebrating your name. And every eye that once doubted you will soon witness your divine credit released. The check is clearing. The funds are being transferred. The season of waiting is over. It was always meant for you. My beloved child, listen carefully. Because what I am about to reveal will open your eyes to what has truly been happening around you. You wondered, who deposited this check? Who remembered me after all this time? And heaven answers you now, it was I, your God. Not a man. Not a friend. Not a system. I was the one who made the deposit. Because everything that was taken from you, every opportunity you thought you lost, I have replaced it with something far greater. The bank executive in your life represents the people, the systems, the authorities trying to understand how your life is about to overflow. They cannot trace the source, because it did not come from this world. It came from my throne. It came from the vault of divine mercy, where no thief can enter and no moth can corrupt. When you were crying in silence, I was writing the amount. When you were alone, I was signing your name on heavenly documents. When you felt abandoned, I was dispatching angels to secure your deposit. And now, the heavenly check has been delivered into your account of destiny. You asked me, Lord, when will it be my turn? And I say to you, your turn has become your time. The blessing delayed was not denied. It was preserved, hidden in my vault, gaining divine interest. Every second you waited, the amount multiplied. Every time you stayed humble, I added more zeros. Every time you forgave, the check value increased. And now, heaven itself is releasing it with compounded grace. But my child, do not be surprised when strange things begin to happen. Because when a large heavenly deposit hits the earth, it causes a shaking. People who once ignored you will sense your rising and feel unsettled. Some will question your peace. Others will be drawn to your light without understanding why. Even those who once betrayed you will start reaching out, because the fragrance of favor will begin to rest upon you. The angels are working overtime right now. Archangel Michael stands guard at the gates of your life, holding a flaming sword, ensuring no demonic withdrawal can touch your portion. The check has cleared through the courts of heaven, and now, your earthly life must reflect it. Do not fear sudden changes, unexpected emails, new faces appearing in your path. These are divine transactions, coded blessings that were initiated by me long ago. I, the Lord, have written the instruction, credit this account immediately. And the spiritual treasury obeyed. Now, everything connected to you must begin to rise. Your name will be spoken in rooms you have never entered. Your work will be recognized without you promoting it. Your prayers will echo in places of influence. Because I am aligning favor, opportunity, and divine timing into one perfect collision. Yes, child, your name is under divine investigation, but not for punishment, for promotion. Heaven has placed your life under review because I am preparing to showcase you. People will not understand how you shifted from waiting to winning so fast. They will not know that angels are moving in your finances, your relationships, your health, your destiny. But I know. And I am the one doing it. You cried in secret, and I counted every tear. You thought no one saw your pain, but I recorded every moment. And those tears became seeds. Now they have matured into a harvest that even the earth must acknowledge. When others mocked you, I was writing your check. When doors closed, I was changing your address. When you felt like giving up, I whispered, hold on, the transaction is processing. And now, it has cleared. The spiritual notification has already been sent. Your balance has changed. Heaven has confirmed, funds available. But child, remember this, you must stay aligned to faith. Do not spend your blessing in fear or doubt. Do not let the noise of others distract you from the sound of heaven. Because what is coming will require maturity, gratitude, and focus. I am not just blessing you with things, I am trusting you with territory. The check I deposited carries authority, wisdom, discernment, and new influence. Do not think small anymore. You were never meant to live like a beggar in the land I called you to inherit. You are royalty. You are chosen. You are marked. And no force on earth or hell can reverse the transaction. Even now, angelic accountants are balancing your life's books. Every negative number is turning positive. Every loss is turning into learning. Every delay is now becoming divine evidence. My beloved child, this is your moment. Heaven is celebrating you. The trumpet has sounded. The declaration has gone out, transfer complete. Lift your eyes, for I am sending confirmations. Through signs, through dreams, through people you least expect. Do not dismiss them, they are receipts of my faithfulness. And when you see them, when you feel the overflow begin, pause and give me glory. Because nothing just happened. It was planned. It was written. It was released. The check that is now being investigated is no ordinary amount. It is generational. It carries the weight of promises spoken over your lineage. It carries the redemption of your family line. You are the one I chose to break the curse and carry the blessing. That's why the warfare was so intense, because the enemy saw the deposit before you did. He knew what was coming, and he fought to stop it. But he failed. You won. You endured. And now, you are about to see the tangible manifestation of my goodness. So now, my beloved, stand still and believe. Because heaven is not done yet. This is only the beginning of what I am releasing. Miracles will multiply. Doors will open effortlessly. Everything that once felt delayed will now run toward you with speed. Let your heart stay thankful. Let your spirit stay expectant. Because what I have begun cannot be reversed. Scroll Heaven's memo has already gone out, release more to my child, for their heart remained faithful in the drought. And to you, who are hearing this now, share this message as a seed of faith. For as you release this word, heaven releases another layer of favor upon your life. You are not just a listener, you are a carrier of this divine frequency. When you comment, I receive my deposit, you are signing your faith upon the check of destiny. Because this blessing was not random, it was always meant for you. My beloved child, be still for a moment. And listen not with your ears but with your spirit. You have celebrated the deposit, you have rejoiced that the check has cleared, but now I will tell you why it was released. The blessing was never meant to end in your hands. It was meant to flow through you. You are not merely a receiver, you are my chosen distributor of light, mercy, and restoration. When I credited your account, I did not give you coins and notes alone, I deposited compassion, wisdom, and authority. I gave you a voice that heals, a presence that calms storms, a heart that carries my fragrance wherever it goes. The world will call it success, heaven calls it assignment. Every resource I send you, money, opportunity, favor, ideas, is a tool for building what cannot be bought, hope in the hopeless, shelter for the weary, love where bitterness once ruled. You see, child, I watched how you handled little. I saw you share bread even when your cupboard was nearly empty. I watched you encourage others while you yourself were breaking. That was your training ground. Now that the vault has opened, I can trust you with more. The check you received is proof that heaven considers you reliable. I am placing keys in your hands, keys to open doors for others, keys to unlock destinies still sleeping. Use what I give you not to boast, but to build. Remember, abundance without purpose becomes pollution, but abundance with purpose becomes revival. So I charge you now, my beloved, feed the hungry in any way you can, not just with food, but with words, kindness, prayer, creativity. Be the answer to someone else's secret cry. That is how the deposit multiplies. Do not fear generosity. You cannot outgive the one who gave you everything. Every time you release, I refill. Every time you pour, I overflow. Heaven's economy does not shrink with giving, it expands. And as you move in this rhythm, you will notice that new deposits keep arriving, ideas, partnerships, sudden favor, unexpected openings, because the flow of obedience always attracts increase. But beware, child, of the whisper that says, "Keep it all, protect it, what if it runs out?" That voice is not mine. It is the echo of fear that once tried to bankrupt your faith. Tell it, my account is backed by heaven. Even now, angels are recording your stewardship. Each act of kindness becomes another entry under your name, interest added. Each time you lift someone else, another check is printed in the unseen. This is how you will change the atmosphere around you. Not by noise, but by quiet power. Not by striving, but by shining. And know this, my child, the same people who doubted you will soon come to you for counsel. Do not turn them away. Love them gently. Tell them what I did for you. Let them taste mercy through your words. That will be your greatest testimony, not the amount, but the attitude. I have positioned you strategically. Your workplace, your city, your family, these are not random locations, they are branches of heaven's bank. Through you, I will distribute healing where debt of pain has accumulated. Through you, I will cancel the emotional bankruptcies of many. Do you see now why the warfare was heavy? Because the enemy feared the influence you would carry once the deposit cleared. He knew that a blessed soul with compassion is more dangerous than an army without love. But you endured, and now I can trust you to move freely. So go, my beloved, and manifest the wealth of your spirit. Smile again. Dream boldly. Build what others abandoned. Forgive what others still hold. Because every act of obedience adds another layer of glory to your account. And when fatigue whispers that you have done enough, remember this truth: I will never let your account run dry. The more you give, the more heaven credits. The more you love, the more interest grows. Archangel Michael still stands beside you, guarding every new transfer, repelling envy, silencing accusation. You are safe in my economy. No fraud, no failure, no force can reverse my approval. Now lift your eyes again, my child. The horizon is glowing with new light. You are entering the phase called multiplication. Where once there was survival, there will be surplus. Where once there was anxiety, there will be authority. Where once you were a borrower, you will now become a blesser. Do not apologize for this grace. Wear it humbly, but wear it boldly. Let the world see what favor looks like when it walks in love. For through you, many will remember that heaven still writes checks. And when you feel that stirring inside, that urge to encourage someone, to speak hope, to lift another, do it. That is me moving through you. That is how the divine account stays alive. So go forth, my beloved. Operate from overflow, not from lack. Operate from faith, not from fear. For truly, the deposit I placed in you was never meant to make you rich alone, it was meant to make the world richer through you. And every time you fulfill that purpose, another heavenly notification appears beside your name, well done. More released. Carry this word in your heart, you are not a recipient, you are a river. You are not lucky, you are chosen. You are not finished, this is only the beginning. My beloved child, keep walking, keep believing, keep releasing. Because as you pour out what I've placed within, heaven will continue to pour back into you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. It was always meant for you. And now, through you, it will be meant for many. My beloved child, breathe in for a moment. Heaven is leaning close again. The transaction is complete, but the story is not over yet. The angels who carried your check to the gates of the earth have not returned empty-handed. They are standing around you even now, holding documents stamped, confirmed. Every signature required has been written in golden ink, my own name across the top, approved by the King of Glory. You have felt the winds shifting. You have sensed the atmosphere thick with expectancy. That is not your imagination, my child, that is heaven announcing settlement. Everything that was pending, everything that was under review, everything that was delayed in invisible systems, I have finalized it. The executive in the story still searches for a source, but he will never find the origin in human records, because this deposit was transferred from a dimension beyond tracing. It came from eternity's treasury. Now hear me clearly, the days of scarcity are closed. The cycle of disappointment has expired. You are stepping into a timeline that carries your true signature, peace, abundance, and purpose. The Bank of Heaven has released a second notice, interest added for faith under fire. For every tear you sowed, interest. For every night you believed when nothing moved, interest. For every seed you planted when your hands were shaking, interest. And now the accumulation of years is being credited in one supernatural moment. Sudden restorations, divine reimbursements, unexpected approvals, these are the notifications that will start appearing in your life. But listen closely, my beloved, do not chase the blessings, let the blessings chase purpose. Remain anchored in gratitude, for gratitude keeps the account open. Arrogance freezes it. I have not given you wealth to prove worth. I have given you worth so that wealth has direction. Walk as a steward, not a collector. Every smile you restore, every life you lift, is another heavenly statement printed with your name. You have entered the era called overflow. It does not mean excess alone, it means more than enough to share. And as you share, I will stretch your borders beyond what you imagined. My beloved child, there is something else you must know. The enemy still watches, trying to accuse, to reverse, to delay again. But Archangel Michael has sealed your file. A fiery wall surrounds your inheritance. No curse can reopen what I have closed, no envy can void what I have verified. The court of heaven has spoken once and for all, case closed. Blessing released. So lift your head high. Walk as one already redeemed. Speak as one already backed by infinite resources. Do not fear the unknown, for your future's bills are already paid in full. Every step you take from here is a withdrawal from grace, and there is no daily limit. Draw peace. Draw creativity. Draw strength for your tomorrow. I have already funded it. Even now I see you hesitating, wondering if you are truly worthy of so much good. Child, I remind you, I would never deposit into an account I did not trust. You are worthy because I chose you. You are favored because I formed you. You are loved because I am love itself. Let go of guilt. Let go of fear. Do not audit the past, the old records were erased the day you said yes to hope. This is your confirmation slip. It reads, transaction hashtag, eternal grace, status, completed. Now, as this word reaches you, I ask you to pause and speak it aloud, my account is open. My destiny is funded. My time is now. Heaven responds to that declaration. When you say it, angels align, and new portals open. Opportunities begin to locate you. You won't have to chase them, they will recognize your frequency. And when you witness it, when miracles begin unfolding one after another, do not keep silent. Testify. Speak life to others. For your voice will become proof that I still move among people. Share this message with faith, for every share multiplies the current of grace. When you comment, I receive my divine confirmation, it is not just engagement, it is agreement. That act seals the word over your atmosphere. Child, the time has come. Step out from waiting into walking. From fear into fulfillment. From scarcity into overflow. Do not look back to check if the old balance remains, look forward to see how the new interest grows. For truly, this entire investigation the world is talking about, this shock in the system, was orchestrated so that many would see what it looks like when heaven moves funds into human destiny. And when they ask you, who deposited this? You will answer with a smile, it was not a person. It was my Father. Because that has been the mystery all along, the check that confounded the banks of earth was simply a love letter written in numbers, signed by eternity, delivered to you. So go now, my beloved. Walk in confidence, live in overflow, breathe in abundance. For the heavens have concluded their meeting, and the verdict over your life reads in radiant letters, it was always meant for you.